Good morning, everyone. It's Rose Coleman coming to you live from my craft room here in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. It is, what day is it? Tuesday, October 8th, 2024. And I'm here with my coffee, and I'm going to share a really cute card with you today. I'm calling this my card number 2. It's actually my card number 3, counting the one I did last Monday, but it's my second card this week. Using Christmas Friends. The Christmas Friends bundle is back in stock. I'm so excited. I was worried last week. Hi, Kathy. Thank you for joining me. I was worried last week when I went live with it on Monday, and I planned to do all my projects last week, and then it was sold out. So I like to keep things current, and this one is available so you can grab it now, and you're gonna make some really adorable Christmas cards. Hi, Rebecca. Some adorable Christmas cards to put smiles on all of your loved ones' faces. I mean, this one is super cute. I love the cutesy critters. They are so adorable. Hi, Cindy from Indiana. Hi, Krista from Nova Scotia. Happy Tuesday to you. How about that 15% off stamp sale? Oh my goodness, you guys. What a great deal. I have a list as long as my arm. I didn't get it placed yesterday, but I do have a list of stamps I'll be buying from the annual catalog today. Those stamps, I looked at them when the annual catalog came out. I've tagged my catalog, and now I'm going to go back and get them at 15% off, right? Plus my demonstrator discount. I always talk about that. So you guys know I keep talking about it, like the starter kit, right? Are you ready to join the Stampin' Up! Family and enjoy all of the benefits of being a demonstrator? It is such a fantastic opportunity with no strings attached, right? Like if there's no strings attached, you got nothing to lose. So join my team. If you live in Canada, I would love to welcome you to my Ink-Sided Canadians team. Hello, Susan from Mississauga, Ontario. Join my team. It costs $135. That's it. No shipping, and you get to choose $206 of whatever you want. Whatever you want. Yes, and 40% off. That's right, Krista. If you are, actually, when you first start as a demonstrator, you get a 20% discount. But not long after, it won't take you long before you'll be bumped up to a 25% discount. So you start at 20. So if you join today, then you can enjoy 20% off all the regular price plus the 15% off. So it's actually 35 off of all of the stamps if you're brand new. Now, if you've been around for a while, which I think a lot of you who are here with me are already demonstrators, and I'm sure you're already at that point where you're getting 25% off, right? So you're going to get 40. That's what Krista's talking about, 40% off. So I'm going to get 40% off. Plus, I'm going to put in a minimum $200 order today because that means I'm going to get free stuff. So a $200 order before shipping and tax means that you're going to qualify for Stampin' Rewards, which are like party perks, right? It's like you're hosting your own party. So you're getting extra free stuff. So you could take that Stampin' Reward credit and then get more stamp sets on your list. So it just gets better and better. I can't say enough about it. All right, so let's flip the camera and get started. Hi, Laurel. Thank you for joining me live. Thank you all for the love. Thank you for your comments. I love knowing where you're coming from, where you're joining me from. Hi, Micheline. Stay safe. We're worried about you all up here in Canada. Yes, we are, Micheline. I know you're down in Florida. My prayers are with you all. It just seems to be one hurricane after another. I'm so sorry about that, you guys. But I hope that you're going to stay safe through all of this. If you have the opportunity to be safe and stay inside and do some stamping to take your mind off of things, right? That is my favorite thing to do, to take my mind off of, just for a little while anyway, to pass the time and to give yourself something else to focus on, right? All right. Hi, Patty from Orlando, Florida. Wow, we've got some awesome people joining us from Florida. Our prayers are with you. Always get to watch on my way to physio, but never time to reply. You're amazing in every talent. Aw, thank you so much for your kind words, Susan. That's so kind of you. I appreciate that so much. Hello, Jennifer from a wet, windy UK. It's late afternoon. Wow. Sounds like that's been a challenging day. A great day to stay inside and stamp, Jennifer. Hello, Betty. Hello, hello. Hi, Linda. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see today's card. Aw, thank you. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Fileen from Eastern Oregon. So good to have you all with me. All right, let's flip the camera and get started here. It is morning here in Alberta, in Calgary, where I am, 9 o'clock in the morning. It's at late afternoon over in the UK. I mean, in Australia, it's like 1 a.m. They're in bed sleeping, unless they're night owls, and they're up watching. So if you are, thank you for joining me. If you're watching me on the replay, I thank you for that as well. It means a lot to me when you join me on the replay, whenever works for you. That's why I go live in the morning. Keeps my schedule consistent, but then you know when to come back and visit me. And you can also visit me on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel, Stamping with Rose Coleman, and you can find me over there. And please like and subscribe so you can get all of my video updates. Because sometimes after the, yes, Marie says it's almost lunchtime in Quebec. Yeah. Sometimes after the video is over on Facebook, it's really hard to go back and scroll and find. If you're a few days from now, for example, or a week from now. But if I upload it to YouTube, you can always go over there. It seems to be easier to find on YouTube. Lorraine said it's noon in St. John, almost noon. Yep. All my East Coast ladies, it's like lunchtime for you. So I guess I could call this not coffee and a card. It could be lunch and a card or dinner and a card. All right, let's flip the camera and get started on this fun fold. It's not a fun fold. Well, you could make it into a fun fold, but it's not a fun fold. It's a regular fold today. But I think you could whip up quite a few of these cards in no time. So let's get started. Here we go. All right. Flipping you down. Oh, hi, Wendy from Lacombe. Hi, Linda. Much easier to find on YouTube. Yes, everything. I find that too, Linda. So that's why if you miss me here on Facebook and you're like, where's the video? Go over to YouTube and you can check out my past videos. All the ones from last week using Humble Home or have been loaded up there with links underneath in the description of the video that will take you to my shopping, my store, all of that stuff, my blog, where you can get the PDF tutorial for Friday's video, Friday's card, sorry, the, hi, Jan, the cutting and scoring measurements and the links to the videos, all of that stuff. And of course, if you ever have questions, please reach out to me. I'd love to help you. Okay, so let's cut this piece of cherry cobbler. Hi, Alexina. Good morning. It's almost lunchtime for you too. It is lunchtime, I think. Okay, we're going to cut this piece of cardstock in half down the long side at 5.5. So we're going to get 2 cards out of a sheet. I love that you can do that. So we'll put that one off to the side. Then we're going to take this and we're going to score it at 4.25 using this light gray score tool. All right, let's fold in the middle. Like that. And we're going to bring in my scoring tool. And we're going to flatten out, press down that score line and make it nice and even so that it sits flat. Then we have a piece of white, basic white cardstock, 4 by 5.25. That's going to be the front layer of my card. And we're going to also bring in some of this gorgeous paper. I think I might have shown you this paper before. But let me pull it in here. This is called, and I've got this cut up. I've ordered some more of this paper because it is stunning, absolutely stunning. And it is called Season of Elegance 12 by 12 paper. And you can see the beautiful gold accents on it. It's you got 6 patterns, of course, 2 of each. But you can see Rose had to order more because I have been using and loving this paper. So there's the cherry cobbler one with the gold accents here. Like every piece is different. Look at that with the pretty peacock. Oh my gosh. And the flip side has beautiful patterns as well. So it's a specialty pattern paper, designer series paper, because it has these gold accents on it. So the piece that we're going to use today is this one. This is our green, but it has, let me tell you, it has mossy meadow and old olive in it. Okay, so we're going to use a little bit of this one. So don't worry, when you order from me this week, you're going to get card packages that have all the cut pieces, right? So I'm going to share this gorgeous paper with you. So we're going to cut this to be 4 by 1.5 inches. So let's bring in the trimmer and we're going to cut this to be, let's see what I've got here. I think I've got a 6-inch piece. Yes. Okay, so let's do 1.5 inches in length like this. Let's do this side over here. All right, so 1.5 down the long side. And then we're gonna cut this to be actually not 4, but 3 3/4. So just slightly shorter than the white cardstock. And there we go. Okay, so we're gonna need 2 of these pieces. Okay, so 1.5 by 3 3/4. You could go 4 inches if you wanted to, but then you would be going all the way to the edge of the white. And what we're gonna do with that, we're gonna glue these onto this white panel. So I want the gold accents, but if you're not into the gold, you could still use, you could use the green, the Mossy Meadow and the Old Olive on that side. But of course I want the gold accents. I've been, let me share with you what I've been doing with my liquid glue. I've been putting these little pins in here, sewing pins in here. And the reason for that is if my glue decides to not work for me, I have a pin close by that I can use to unplug it. So we're going to be prepared. All right, so but looks like the glue has decided to work today, so that's good. We're going to put the glue on there, and we're going to put them on the top and the bottom panels up here. So we'll put one up here, like that, and then we'll put the other one on the bottom. Okay, so we're going to have a white piece in the center. That's totally fine. You could put another piece, if you could do 3 panels if you wanted, but I'm just going to do the 2. And then we're going to bring in this amazing new ribbon. Oh my gosh, it is called Cherry Cobbler and Gold Satin Ribbon. And can you see the beautiful gold accents on the edges of that ribbon? It is such beautiful satin ribbon. So we're going to put that across the middle of this card, and we're going to anchor that down with tear and tape. So I'm going to grab a couple of pieces of tear and tape. And we're going to put some, we're going to do a little sandwich here. Make sure that it does not move because we don't want our ribbon wiggling out of our card. So grab yourself some tear and tape on your next order if you don't have this. This is amazing, amazing stuff. You can use it to make boxes, and it's super strong. It's very, very user-friendly because you don't have to worry about getting glue all over your fingers or anything like that. And it's going to hold those embellishments like ribbon and stuff like that onto your card. Okay, so we're going to take the ribbon and we're going to go across the front of the card in the center like this. So you're going to get these ribbon pieces. So this piece here is going to go across the front of the card. We're going to snip, and we're going to wrap it around to that exposed tear and tape at the back. Just wrap it around, press it in place like that. And then we're going to take our other pieces of tear and tape, and we're just going to make a little sandwich and make sure that that stays put. All right, so I'm going to reveal that glue again, that adhesive part of the tear and tape, and we need one more piece. So I'm going to cut probably about 3 inches or so, just enough to tie a little faux bow knot. And so first things first, before I tie my faux bow, I do like to anchor this down onto the card because then it stays put, right? It's not going to move around on me. So we got glue on the edges there. And now we're just going to bring that in, put it on the card front. Look at this color, these colors. I mean, this is a beautiful Christmas color scheme, right? Cherry Cobbler and Mossy Meadow with a little bit of Old Olive and gold. Oh my gosh, it's so regal and classic. I love it. So we're taking that little piece of ribbon and we're slipping it underneath the front. Because remember, I didn't put any glue under this front piece of ribbon. So we're just going to take that. We're going to tie it in a simple knot. And this is called a faux bow. If you watch me regularly, you know that this is like one of my favorite ways to make a bow because you can tie it in a knot, but here's the fun part. You can then decide what side you want this on, right? And you can slide it. Watch that. It slides over here and then it slides back. You can decide, and then when you're happy with it, where you've got it, then you can snip the ends. So I'm going to keep it on the right side of my card. I'm just going to come in with my scissors and snip this on an angle like that. And let's see, let's trim that a little bit better. Okay. Oh, okay. So there's our little knot. Can tighten it a little bit more and then slide it over. This one needs a little haircut. I didn't do a very good job. I actually have glue all over my scissors. Oh, I got to get these cleaned up. Okay. So a little tip about that. If you want to get glue and stuff off your scissors, off your desk, My sister's a pharmacist, and she fixed me up with some adhesive remover. You know, like if you've ever had surgery and you had to get like a big bandage on your skin or whatever, and then when they pull it off to remove stitches, there's like this glue all over your skin. Well, at any kind of pharmacy or, you know, place where you can buy health stuff, you can get this adhesive remover, and it is fantastic for cleaning your scissors, cleaning your desk. I have a black desk pad here that I got from IKEA, and I use that stuff all the time to clean off the glue off my desk pad. Just a little tip from me. Okay, so I've got an extra piece of white here. You're gonna get that in your kit. What we're gonna do on this is we're gonna bring in the dies from this set. Now these dies, you have a set of 18 dies. We're gonna use the big circle like that. So we're gonna cut out a circle, and I'm gonna do a couple of stamps. So I'm gonna stamp the owl from the set. You're probably wondering, what set are you using? Well, in case you're just joining me, we're using Christmas Friends. 164088 in Canada, the bundle is $72.75, and you're saving 10% off with that price. So we're going to stamp the little owl here with the Santa hat on, and we're going to stamp the tree. So for the owl, we're going to bring in Memento ink. We're going to use the bottom part of this piece of cardstock. I just want to make sure I can run all this through my machine. That's why I've got my circle die there. So there's my owl. Okay, we're done with the Memento. Put the lid on that. I'm going to bring in Old Olive ink, and we're going to stamp the tree down here like that. Okay, and then we're going to bring in the die for the tree. But first, let's color the owl. Let's color the owl before we cut him out. So I've got some peach pie here. Oh, no, sorry, pumpkin pie. We're going to color his little beak, pumpkin pie. And then we're going to bring in cherry cobbler. I love cherry cobbler. I'm going to color his little Santa hat. Keep the furry parts white. And there we go. We'll pop a nice red cherry cobbler festive. And we're going to color his fur with crumb cake. So let's do some dark crumb cake accents first. So we'll just do like up here on his forehead and around his cheeks, little touch of crumb cake. And I'm using like little wispy motions, like just like kind of to mimic his fur. Fur, not fur. Birds don't have fur, they have feathers, Rose. Oh my God. Not enough coffee. Okay, so we're going to do his little feet, and then we're going to blend all that in with some light crumb cake. So just bring in your light crumb cake and just do kind of like the exact same motion. I'm going to leave his little face white just to add a little bit of lightness to his face. So then we're just going to bring that marker around and finish coloring in his little body. Cute little owl, like that. Okay, so now we're just going to grab some Post-it tape. I'm going to hold all this down. All right, so we've got, oh, I didn't bring in the die for, there's a die for the owl. Here we go. Let's put that on there. We're going to take this piece of Post-it tape and cut it in half, tear it in half. Put one on the owl, one down here for my tree, little Christmas tree. And then might as well, if we're anchoring everything down, we might as well just anchor that circle down. Now, one more thing. In this set, you get all these little dies that are so amazing. Look at this one. This one cuts out 3 little stars. So I'm going to bring in some gold foil. So you'll get a little piece of this in your kit, and you will be able to. Now, when you get your kit from me, if the corner is snipped like that, that means you need to do something with this little piece of gold foil. So the person naming the inks must have been hungry or wanting dessert. I agree, Michelle. Like, we have pecan pie, we have pumpkin pie, like crumb cake, like all the food, right? Definitely there's some foodies working at Stampin' Up, right? There must be. Okay, so I'm putting this onto my gold foil, which has the corner notched out. So that'll be your indicator. Same as this piece of white. It'll have the corner notched out, so you'll know, oh, that means and if you're watching the video while you're making the cards, you'll know, right, that you need to do something with these pieces. So in order to do my cards that you receive from me every week, you're going to need the bundle, right? You're going to need the stamps and the dies and the inks, of course, right? You don't have to use exact same colors that I did. Like if you want to color your owl in with grays, smoky slates, it's totally up to you. You can change it. It's your card, right? Okay, I think that's it for the dies. We're going to run these through now. So let's move my card off to the side and we'll bring in my Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Did you know that if you purchase the starter kit right now, you get to choose 206? 206 is well above the regular price of this machine. So this is the only time, I'm going to say in the year, because I don't think they're going to do this kind of a starter kit special again. I've never seen them do it twice where you get this much value. This time of year, you're going to be able to get this machine in your starter kit. And you're only going to pay $135. Like, that's a smoking deal. Plus, you're going to get more things, right? Because you get to choose up to 206. So, you can choose your starter kit, put the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine in there, and choose a few other things. Get up to 206. They don't allow you to go over, but you can come as close to 206 as you can. So, if you have any questions about that, let me know. I'd love to help you. It's so fun helping people pick out their starter kit. It's my favorite thing to do. Okay, so bringing in my silicone mat, we're going to just use that to hold these little stars. Look how cute they are. Gold stars. And put that back. And then we'll grab our owl. Look how adorable he is. And the tree. So cute. All right. And then you get the circle die. Like, that's pretty cool. You get out of the set of 18 dies, it includes this big circle. Let's get the Post-it tape off. There we go. And we'll put that back. Get rid of this and that, this. Okay, so on the circle die, I'm going to stamp my greeting at the bottom, okay? So just make sure there's no dust on here. And I'm going to bring in from the stamp set, there's I'll be thinking of you this season. Love the play on words. So we're going to stamp that with Cherry Cobbler. Okay, so let's get that inked up. Tap, tap, tap on my ink pad. And we're going to stamp that here at the bottom. And with that silicone mat in the background, I can totally see where I'm stamping on the white. There we go. So there's our greeting. And we're going to also, while I've got the Cherry Cobbler ink open, I'm just going to lift this off, put this on my glass mat. So if you don't have a glass mat studio yet, oh my gosh, put that in your starter kit. That's another great idea. I would be lost without my glass mat. So, and the glass mat, the reason it's called a glass mat studio is because you get the glass mat that you see here in my background. You also get two more parts. You get this silicone mat, which I call my charcuterie board, with all these little compartments. You can put all your die cuts when you're getting things ready for your Christmas cards. You could put your stars in one of these. You could put your trees. You can have things organized. I love that. You get that with the Glass Mat Studio. And you also get, I got to get this chamois cloth because I'm going to need it right away. The chamois cloth. Okay, so the chamois cloth can be used to clean your glass mat. What we're going to do now is bring in the Cherry Cobbler ink and my blending brush. And we're going to just rub the brush over my Cherry Cobbler ink. We're going to start on the glass mat, and I'm moving in a circular motion, and I'm just going to gently spin this circle with my left hand, and I'm just adding a little soft touch of that Cherry Cobbler ink to the edges of this circle. And you know, the beauty of the glass mat is the ink will not, like, it stays wet on the glass, right? It's not like paper where it's going to go down into the fibers. Like, you can go back and you can actually pick up more ink from your glass mat. That is so cool. All right, so there we go. We've got our Cherry Cobbler going around the edges of that. Then I'm going to bring in my chamois cloth and wipe up that ink from my Glass Mat Studio. Isn't that amazing? So doing the same with the tree, I thought I'd add a little more pop of color. So I'm going to bring back my old olive ink pad, and now I have another blending brush for my greens. So I'm going to press that in, and I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to start on the mat. I'm just going to go around the edges of the tree and just add a little pop of color just to make it look, you know, more realistic, not white on white, right? When I put it on the white circle, it'll stand out. Okay, so that's done. Then we're just going to wipe that up again and There we go. Now, when you're done with your chamois cloth, you can rinse it just like the regular chamois that we use to clean our stamps, right? It's bigger and it's thinner, and you can actually use it as a cloth, right? It is a cloth. Okay, so now let's bring this in. We're going to glue these down. So let's flip these guys over, put our glue on them, and we'll get this put together. So the first things first, so we'll put those in place. So let's start with the owl. And let me lift up so you can see here. Move up a little bit. Okay, so the owl is going to go right on the right-hand side here. And then the tree right next to him, he's standing next to his little Christmas tree. So cute. And then I'm going to bring that glue in again. And my stars, we're going to put one on the tree. And then we're going to embellish the front of this circle with the other 2 gold stars, because you get 3 when you cut it out. So you might as well use them all, right? You don't want to waste them. So here we go. We're going to put one on the tree, one over here next to the owl, and then one down the bottom. So fun. There we go. Now you can bring in your Wink of Stella, and you can like add a little bit of sparkle to your tree. That's always fun. And that Wink of Stella is actually going to blend in that little bit of Old Olive, because when it picks up that classic ink, it's going to blend it a little bit. So let me show you what that looks like close up. You can see, I don't know if you can see that. Oh yeah, you can see little sparkles glistening there on the tree. Okay, so there's our owl. He's so cute. We're going to put him on the front of the card now. So let's flip this over and put some dimensionals on the back. And 3 dimensionals is plenty on a circle. You can just kind of break it up into even thirds, your circle. And we'll put our dimensionals on there. And then let's bring the card back in. This is going to sit right in the middle. So just take that knot and move it over to the side. And then you can center this on the center of your card. Isn't that fun? Oh my gosh, I love it. All the sparkle from the tree, the gold foil, the gold stars, and the gold in the ribbon. So, so pretty. Okay, so for the inside, I'm going to grab my piece of white, which is 2 3/4 by 4 1/4, and we're going to do some stamping in there too. So I thought I'd bring in Happy Holidays, and we're going to stamp with Cherry Cobbler. Let's do that in the center. Then let's bring back the owl, and we'll matchy do the same character on the inside. Now you could totally stamp this owl on the back flap of your envelope, the front corner. That's always fun too, right? I love to stamp my envelopes. All right, so let's just wipe that up. I've used my chamois cloth 3 times, I think, in this video. This is amazing. I love my chamois cloth. Now, you can color your owl just the same as you did on the front. It doesn't take long. Just bring in your peach pie again and your cherry cobbler, because we can't let him have a white Santa hat, right? We got to give him a little pop of color for the inside of the card. And let's just add that cherry cobbler. And then a little touch of our, what am I trying to say? Crumb cake. I lost my words. Crumb cake, that's what I'm using. All right, so that's dark crumb cake, and then we'll just do a little blending to add a little bit more color, just to make it look like he's got, you know, feathers all the way around. All right, so there's our little owl on the inside, so we'll go ahead and glue that down. You still got lots of room here to say, you know, Merry Christmas, love from the Colemans, or whatever it is you like to say in your Christmas cards. And you can get 8 of this panel out of one sheet of basic white cardstock. Love it. All right. Let me know in the comments, do you like this card? Are you in love with the Christmas Friends? Maybe you already have them and you're just like so giddy over them like me. I am so excited about these. They're so adorable. All right, there's the shine. There's the bling that we all love. I think this would make a fantastic Christmas card. You're going to get a lot of these out of a package, because you get 2 12 by 12 pieces of this paper. So that's going to go a long way. And when you buy the bundle, you're going to get all the dies that you've seen me use here. The circle, the owl, the tree, and the 3 stars, right? So add these to your cart and add another stamp set from the annual catalog. They're 15% off. You might as well, right? It's a great, great deal. Thank you, Julie. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you, everyone. Thanks, Linda. let me flip you around. Whoop. Thanks again. I love the Christmas Friends too, Jenna. It is such a fun little set. They make me smile. Like, look at him. He's got his little eyes closed. Like, how adorable, right? Okay, have a great rest of your Tuesday. I'll see you tomorrow for my Wednesday card, featuring these amazing, amazing Christmas Friends. Here it is, in case you're just joining me. Grab this one. They are so cute. They are cute. Didn't think anything of them now. Okay, wow, I'm so happy, Susan. Grab it while you can. I don't know when, like, so they brought this bundle out when the catalog went live, of course, right? And then it sold out. So, and then they brought it back. So it's back now. So as I said yesterday, I don't know how many times they'll restock it between now and Christmas, right? Because then the catalog is done in January. So you want to get it before it sells out again. That's my recommendation. So there we go. All right. Take care, everyone. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.